From weathered back roads to the blazing edge of faith, this is where grit meets grace. Welcome to the place where truth ain't tame and stories burn brighter than the flame. This is the Gunpowder, Propane and Jesus podcast. Real talk, real calling, no polish, just purpose. Let's light it up.
We're back.
Let's light it up.
Wow. Jordan, did you hear that intro, brother?
That was amazing, John.
Whoa, that was a great intro.
John, that just gets better and better
That was
every
amazing.
Every
Wow.
stinking time. Yes.
amazing.
So great.
I want to know where them people are clapping. I still hadn't seen them yet.
They're in the little board here.
We're in a little board.
They're little people.
All right. We hadn't done this in a while, so let's go over a checklist. You got the SD card in.
Yes, sir.
You got everything recording.
I got all the channels selected.
You sure?
Is the record button lit up?
They're all lit up here. I hit record. Oh crap! Okay, no, we're good. It's still counting down. We are recording.
Stupid.
It is working. We got Aaron Clark. We got Bruce Kernaghan.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
I'm back.
He's here.
He's risen.
He is risen. He is the risen. We got Jordan Overton.
Hey.
Let's light it up. Haley, let's light it up. We got a special guest. Special guest.
Breast?
Brannon Clark. That's how you say it, right?
You don't know his middle name?
Yes, Leslie. It's Leslie.
No. You think of a middle name. You always come up with a
Ooh.
creative middle name.
Wait, can I get the initial?
I think it's Giuseppe.
Huh?
T?
T?
Remember, I can do some childhood stories here.
Brannon Teresa
what
Clark.
we
Hey.
got you here for.
He's just,
exactly
he's just
what it
making up
is.
one. He makes up a
It's
middle
a
name.
Teresa. It's Brannon
it's-
Teresa.
it is.
I
It
know it.
absolutely
You own the Teresas across the CSRA.
It's great.
Now we get to hear the childhood part.
Yes.
I didn't tell him his last name. Not
Middle
middle
name.
We wasn't talking about the
Middle
last
I mean,
name.
middle name.
We know his last name.
I didn't say his middle name.
I don't ask my wife either.
Well,
You can't tell childhood stories if she tells it.
yeah, that's true.
'Cause I didn't do it.
That's true.
We got B.
I mean, you still can.
Do you go by Bran or Brannon or
Brannon.
Teresa?
Brannon. Teresa to my good friends.
Well, we found out this morning John really is gay, so.
That's just how I. It's a type of love. It's in the Bible, agape love.
Agape.
Oh,
Not agape.
for reals.
Is it? It's agape. Oh man, I've been
God
doing it
bless
wrong all this time. Oh man,
You need Jesus.
you need Jesus.
You got on a zombie Captain America shirt.
I've been wearing it for the past 3 days, y'all. It's
Oh,
pretty
my
right.
The
word.
sad part is I believe that. 100%.
It's pretty right.
You really
probably-
need that bubble bath you were talking about.
Oh man. Oh man. I can't believe Joshua Johnson. If you're listening,
Why you got to throw his name in it?
he outed me in front of everybody.
I mean, that man was speaking the truth, son.
Man.
That's right. Don't fault the man for
I'm
speaking
glad I
truth.
wasn't holding no snakes because I've been bitten.
What?
Oh,
my
man.
word.
Man, he's a walking miracle right now. He should have lost his arm, man.
It is. That was.
Yeah, he did good this morning, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but we had a good breakfast.
We did.
Them grits were killer.
Those grits were good today.
Did you just throw up in your mouth?
I think so. There was a little grits in that.
Grits and puke.
Those were probably the best ones you've done. I don't know what you did.
He didn't measure out salt and pepper.
Yeah,
he just
just
kind of
had-
shook it and blended
I
it.
just
I told
and-
you, bro. You just
Yeah.
got to salt bay it.
Salt bay it.
Yeah.
Can you do that arm thing again? Where are we coming from? I
I
think
don't know.
that's your.
It wasn't me.
That's your cable.
It's not my cable.
Oh man.
Talking to your microphone, John.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Jeez.
But anyway, let's get back to our guests.
Hang on. We had a great breakfast. We had Joshua talk, and then we had what's his name? Scotty Gray.
Scotty
Yeah.
Gray.
Junior.
I don't know why I call that kid Scotty Brown all the
Scotty
time.
Brown.
I'm not sure. It's your
I
mic,
don't know where
John.
this feedback's coming
Scotty
from.
Gray. I know he's a good dude, and I know everybody gets tired of hearing it, but he has a good contact with young adults.
Yeah, he does.
He's got he fit in well with them
He did.
and connected with them quick.
So if you're listening, every Friday we have a
7 a.m.
Gunpowder, Propane, and Jesus men's breakfast, 7 a.m. So show up, invite a friend, bring a chair.
When
Come
you
hungry.
walk through the door, you consent on being recorded.
Yep.
I feel like we didn't say
give
that.
consent.
Yeah.
But we do have Brannon Clark.
Are y'all going to tell them where it's at or just let them?
No,
Yes.
No, they'll figure
DM
it
us.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
just follow the smell of grits.
Just follow grits. We're on
Grits
Washington
Mill?
Road behind Artsy Me.
Grits,
In
yeah, they smell
Evans.
good.
Yeah, in Evans, Georgia. what's his name? What's that guy you tagged? I saw you tag Theo Vaughn.
Theo
You're
Vaughn.
like, hey, Theo, hey, Theo, we got a pretty cool podcast. You should come to our breakfast now that you
Yeah.
love Jesus.
Well,
just wanted-
Theo and one of them big country stars is
Morgan
doing a Bible
Wallen.
study.
Morgan
Yeah.
Wallen.
Morgan Whalen.
Yeah.
They said he just became the highest selling artist of all time
Probably so.
with, I forget how many
He sells a ton.
millions of albums, hundreds of millions of albums, but I didn't even know they sold albums anymore.
I don't know. I don't know how they gauge that because I haven't seen a CD in
Must
forever.
be downloads or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you know how they do that? You got
Brannon?
a bunch of useless knowledge
D.
over there.
Brannon.
Not anymore, but I will say if he's the top selling artist of all time, people have very bad taste.
Oh, snap.
Well,
Shots
I mean,
fired
he's
from
got a
D.
couple
Brannon.
good songs.
But it's
He's got a couple good songs.
I can't believe the audacity of Teresa over here. Gee whiz.
I'm
well,
a
I mean,
blunt
he
and honest
bypassed
person.
Garth Brooks and all of them. So
Did you just have a
Garth
stroke?
Brooks.
Bruce's face is slumping on the left side right now.
Jordan,
Don't say that. I'm old enough to be having one. Shoot.
Lord help me.
Jordan. Let's light it up. How do you say it to Haley? Hey, Haley.
I never say that to Haley.
The lights are turned down real low, Haley.
The only people I
Let's
say that
light
to
it up.
is you and Connor,
Oh, man.
because you've made it a thing.
Shout out, Connor.
Shout out Connor James.
We love you.
Best
Women's
arc
Gump.
raiders there is.
Yeah.
You don't even know what
Anywho.
that is.
I don't know. Anyways, tell us a little bit about yourself, Daddy.
Wait, this
That's
is
Daddy.
my father.
this
Daddy is
Brandon
Brandon.
Clark. This is
Daddy. Diddy.
Aaron Bobby
Not-
Clark's.
Not Diddy.
Aaron
Daddy.
Bobby Clark's daddy.
How
Yep.
far back we going?
All the way.
All the way.
Far as you
We
wanna
wanna
go,
know-
Daddy-o.
As soon as you
we
popped
wanna
out.
know your
As far as you
childhood.
want to go, Daddy-o.
But we do have to call Bonnie before 9:30.
So
All
keep
right.
it short.
You better make
No,
sure your
no.
cord matches his phone.
He's got one of them
Oh,
weird
Lord.
Android
What
phones
kind
that
of phone
nobody
you
knows
got?
nothing
Is
about.
it a
It's
USB?
turned down.
Does it have a USB-C
He said
charger?
it's turned down.
You ain't gonna hear it.
No, we ain't worried about hearing it.
Can I
Just
see
worried about the
charging
plug on it.
port? Can I see the charging port?
Is it a USB-C?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's USB.
Look, that's a
It
good
is.
looking phone. Look at
Yeah,
look at the
Georgia.
screen. The screen lock.
Go
Oh, Georgia
Dogs!
Bulldogs.
Go Gamecocks.
Easy.
He's got a
Should have known
picture-
you'd say
he's
something
getting
about
rid of
that.
He's got a picture of John on the front of his phone. You see that bulldog?
Don't insult Ugga like
Oh,
that.
man. I'm better looking than that bulldog.
That dog's worth way more than you are.
He is.
Them glasses you got on look a little fogged up from here.
Thank you. I've been looking at old Bruce. Been staring at old Bruce.
It looks like you can see the space with him.
Shut up,
What's going to happen
See
tomorrow?
the future.
you guys.
Can we let him talk?
Let's light it up.
Shut up, John.
You know, after I go to the bathroom,
my
Vanessa
Lord.
goes, "Let's light it up."
All right, start.
It's a candle.
Because if you don't start, he'll keep talking.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So anyway,
We're staring at Brandon right now. Okay.
all right.
So we just want to know. We just want to know, like, about your childhood, like how you were raised, all that stuff, and then what it was like.
But
taking
you got to
care of
stop
Aaron
talking
Clark.
in order for me to do that.
I know. I'm sorry, sir.
All right, I appreciate that.
And
Stop
he
it.
fits right in with us. He just
Oh,
talks
He
right back.
does.
Yeah. So I've been here all my life. Grew up in North Augusta. Did not grow up in a church home. Never went to church. Every once in a blue moon, my mom would go visit something like a Presbyterian or Lutheran church, which I found to be weird.
Yep.
And yeah, just never went to church. When I got to be an adult, I met his mom. We started dating, and we talked about going to church. And you know, she asked me if I had a place in mind, and I said Victory because it was the only place I really knew.
My man.
Because my mom had grown up with Larry Brown, and we had known Larry Brown since we were about 5 or 6 years old. So that's where we ended up at. And, you know, I got married, raised him and his sister, and here we are today talking about it.
That's what's wrong with me.
No, man.
It might be what's right.
I am the best thing that's ever happened to you outside of your salvation.
I don't know. My wife's pretty good. I don't. You might fall there under a little bit.
I'm the one that got you trained up like you are, though.
How many windows would you say
Yeah, I hear
Aaron
about it all the
licked
time at
before
home.
you got into his life?
How many what?
How many windows did Aaron lick before you got into his life? Paint chips? You took them all away from him?
No, we didn't have that problem with Aaron.
Shout out Mercedes.
Aaron was a good kid up to about 15ish, somewhere in that area. Didn't have a whole lot of problems out of him. Then he hit his rebellious, I don't give a
His pubescent
what
stage.
and it went from there. But
Man,
paint chips was
was
probably the least of his worries.
I was a little rebellious. Yeah, they didn't taste good, so I didn't eat many of them.
So you grew up, you wasn't really in church. So what do you do now? Tell us about that.
As far as church goes, or as
No,
far as
just life. Like,
life in general?
yeah, how do you
What-
make it every
hang
day?
on before we get there. What was your parent relationship like? What did you have any drugs or alcohol that you had to experience or anything like that?
Myself?
Well, from
No,
your
from your
parents'
parents.
side or anything like that.
Well, my real dad left when I was about 18 months old.
Oh, dang.
And he was physically abusive and a drug addict and a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And then mom remarried, I think, when I was around 8, maybe a little older than that. And he was verbally abusive and sometimes physically abusive. But in all that, he was a really good dad who took on 3 kids that weren't his and worked his butt off to make sure we had everything we needed. And he didn't drink, and I didn't have to experience any type of addiction in my house. My grandmother was an alcoholic, but we didn't see that all the time. So, other than the verbal abuse and being called names and stuff on a daily basis, that was the worst part of the childhood. Me personally, I got all my addictions taken care of by the time I was about 19 and just didn't care about none of that stuff anymore. By the time I met Bonnie, I was determined to have an adult life and a career of some sort and, raise those kids. I didn't have any issues taking on her kids because, my stepdad took on all of us and adopted us when I was about 13. So, it was pretty simple, pretty easy. I can't sit here and say I had one of those nightmare childhoods because even though a lot of people, if you were there when all that stuff was going on with like the verbal abuse and all, you'd probably be shocked, but it could have been a lot worse. And I guess because the way we were raised, it just seemed normal. You know what I mean? Did I abuse you verbally like that growing up? I think there was some. Probably not as bad.
Probably a little bit. I don't think it was much though. I can't remember a time where I felt berated or belittled by words or anything.
So what you're saying, whatever was said was deserved?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
more than likely. I don't even think I got a spanking, but maybe once or twice. I remember one time
That's what's wrong with him.
I think I remember him fake whooping me one time. He was like, "I done brought you in here. I got to act like I did it." I do remember that.
I had much more inventive ways of punishing the kids than a whipping because a whipping.
My
I got
abuse.
a million of those growing up, and after they're over with, right?
Yeah.
So grounding and a lot of stuff around that, like making Aaron write reports for no apparent reason
man.
whatsoever.
Oh, Lord.
Nothing will piss you off more
Was
than
better.
to have to write 1,000 sentences and for you to hand it to him just ball it up and throw it in trash.
No.
You talking about wanting to go blow his brains out
I'd
later
much rather
on?
have
Oh,
those
yeah.
whoopings I got.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you
man.
the philosophy behind that. Whatever trouble he was in, I generally considered it a waste of time. So because he wasted somebody else's time,
was gonna
I was going to
waste
waste his time.
Oh, dang.
So
that's
make him put in the
genius.
work and
That's
then rip it
good.
up and throw it in the garbage
In
and
front of
say,
him, yeah.
whatever. Have a nice
That-
day. And
My kids are about to start writing essays.
Man.
Listen, your kids will plot your murder in the middle of the night. I'm telling you.
Good Lord.
and again, I never
That's a
worried
pretty
about
good
you
idea.
killing me.
Yeah.
Might have been the other one.
No, I do feel like there was some excessive punishment, but again, it was probably well deserved. In my high school career, I went to Victory, so all the kids there were going out to eat after school or staying over with a friend or, going and doing stuff like all our kids do on Wednesday nights now. They all go eat afterwards. Well, that wasn't me. That wasn't allowed to happen, which I didn't understand it then, but I do understand it now because I have to get up early and go to work, and here I am out till 9:30, 10 o'clock every night with my kids or getting home from church or doing stuff, basketball, and, man, it wears me out. So I do understand it now why he did it. He was like, hey, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed, But
well, I grew up in an extremely structured household, and I'm a very structured
he is.
person. Almost, some folks say mechanical at times, but we had certain rules, and the rules did not have any leeway to be altered or broken or whatever. And at 10 o'clock in my house, everything shut down. There was no phone calls, no TV. Everybody was in the bed, and that's just the way it was going to be. I had to get up early and go to work, and I didn't want to be bothered by people running around the house, the phone ringing off the hook. So at 10 o'clock, it was over with. And if everybody at Victory was out at Sonic or whatever having dinner, they weren't going to be a part of it if it was going past 10 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah,
Do you think you have a
it was
touch
like
of
9.
a touch of the tism? Do you think that's what it is? You got them headphones on. Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I'm a good one.
You look a little stiff. No, all my kids, or all my buddies as a kid, he don't remember it, but I spent half my high school on restriction, and they all can attest to it. They're like, we never saw Aaron except for at school. His old age, he don't remember that stuff no more.
But does that speak to me or does it speak to you?
Oh,
If you're having to write a bunch of essays for doing something wrong,
Well, again, back to some of it was a little excessive. Like, if I come in the house and didn't jump right on my chores, and I went to go use the bathroom or get something to eat, I was in the wrong. Chores are first, no matter what, and then homework, and then eat.
so it's structure A is Brandon and then structure D is you.
No,
As long as it gets done, it gets done. His was like immediate. Yeah.
yeah, like you.
The mechanical part.
Who cares if you got to take a dump? You better get in there and clean your room. That's what it felt like then. And I'm not downing you by saying any of that, because I do appreciate it. It's taught me what I've taught now. What I do now in work, and it's taught me to get up and be responsible and go to work every day, and I do appreciate all that. But looking back at it now, and the way that I raised my kids, now you wouldn't know it by my youngest, because she's a holy terror and does whatever she wants to. It don't matter.
shout out London.
Yeah, it don't matter if you beat her or restrict her or whatever. She don't care. But Jackson, and even Alex, in her older age now, like, she's responsible and she goes to work and she takes care, because that's the way I was raised and that's the way I taught them. We were a little freer with letting them do things and giving them a little more leeway and a little more freedom to experience some things, like to where I feel like my 100%, because the way that I was raised is a part of the reason why I rebelled so bad, because I wasn't allowed to experience and do things. So when I could do it, I did it, and I did it a little more than I should have.
No doubt.
But
And that's part of mine. My dad was the same way. He's like, do this, and this, and that's, sometimes even now with my kids and my grandkids, it's, hey, let's do this. All right, no, let's do it real quick now. I want it when I tell you I want it done. I want it done now. I don't want to wait.
I was the same way. I was grounded my entire high school, but had I not been grounded,
you'd have been way worse.
I would probably be dead.
Yeah.
Definitely would at least be in jail. So, I'm kind of thankful for it, because time I got old enough to leave, that's exactly what I did. I started popping babies out, and it's just been.
Luckily, I waited on the babies.
quickly.
Thank God, there's been no surprises.
Aaron has met my dad. He knows what my dad was all about. And if you spend enough time in that, it's like being in the military. It gets kind of ingratiated in you, and that's who you are.
Yeah.
Right.
And as a teenager, come home from school, you've got a list of things that need to get accomplished. Once they get off track, it's impossible to get them back on track. So as soon as you come in the house, here's the instructions. Follow them from 1 to 10, and just get it done. Be done with it.
And like I said, again, I'm not down in any part of it, because obviously, it made me who I am. And you were just doing what you were taught, and then I did what I was taught. That's one thing about Better Man on Tuesday nights. It tells you a lot of it explains to you why you do the things you do. And it was kind of crazy. One of the first questions they asked when we went in was, tell me something positive about you, or tell me about your dad. And it was like 95% of the room was like, oh, they taught me a good work ethic. not, hey, he was a good Christian, or because that's what was ingrained into us, and that's what your dad was only teaching you how he was taught. At some point in time, you have to break that, those what they call generational curses, and you have to start doing things a different way. You know, not saying that.
Hopefully, you did it with your kids.
Yeah, I'm not saying like you wasn't a good Christian, like, because I saw you. The reason I go to church today, and the reason that I'm in church, is because I watched a Christian mother and a father. It wasn't a priority, or it was a priority. Like it wasn't
an option. Yeah.
It wasn't an option. If we were going to church, you were going too. You didn't get to stay home, you know. And I'm grateful for that. But like the first thing that I remember when somebody says, "Hey, what'd your dad teach you?" A good work ethic, you know. And I want that to be different with my kids. I still want them to have a good work ethic, and I want them to be structured, and I want them to have all those good things that I was taught. But I want them to see a dad that he put God first and then everything else, you know. And I feel it that daily, you know.
Yeah, I think that you have to take that into trying to figure out the word I'm thinking of, but you got to take that and
you got to intertwine them.
You do, because if you lose that good work ethic, you know, because with all the woke culture nowadays, it's because, oh, well, I don't want them to be the way I was, and I don't want them to have to go through what I did.
Oh, no.
Well, what you had to go through is what made you you, and
That's
what
right.
made people love you and adore you and appreciate you for what you're doing. So, and I understand, maybe put a little more love on it, but we still got to be that authoritative figure, because you're not raising your best friends. You're
That's
raising
right.
your kids in a successful.
John, what are you doing?
I don't know, man. That did something weird.
You know, and if you spend the time to raise your kids, you'll end up being friends.
You're right,
Once they
100%.
get to adult age.
Yeah, I still want them to have the same qualities that I was raised with. I just try to do it in a little different way.
And that balance is different for every family.
My childhood was not. My family in general is not a overly affectionate, lovey-dovey type family.
Right.
So growing up, hardly ever heard anybody say "I love you."
What? Yeah, same.
It just didn't happen. If the lights were on and you got to eat and take a bath and go to bed,
That's
was,
how you
Close the
do.
next morning.
that was "I love you."
Exactly.
So, if I like I said, I was raised that way, so I kind of raised them that way. I regret some of it, I really do, because I wish I'd have been more of a loving father instead of
We've
more
broke
of
him
a
down, though. Now
dictator.
he's loving.
So the first time I met Bonnie, we were at her house, and her family is completely different. There's too much love going on. Never met her parents before, and when I'm introduced to her mom, she wants a hug, and I'm like, hold on now, we don't hug in my family.
Right.
And this person I don't even
What
know
is this strange lady doing?
wants a
Right.
hug. So that was different. They've worn me down over time, like he said. But yeah, I wish I'd have been a more loving father, and not just the hardcore drill sergeant on a regular basis.
Right.
So it's good that I get to see that in him with his kids, because he's altered the structure. He's not repeating what everything he grew up with. So that's good.
The alternative part of that too, and it drives me nuts sometimes, and I got to remember it's not my kids, but with my grandkids, I'm like, my kids, look here, my kids never did that. You know what I mean? But is it because I was too overbearing and too militarian? You got to, like I said, you got to find a happy balance there, and it's tough.
My grandkids could burn the house down, and I would take them shopping and go get all
he
the
ain't even lying about that.
It's just not a problem. The grandkids are, great, and had
Yeah.
a skipped Aaron and Sadie.
If
went
you
straight
could have
to
had
the
grandkids first,
that
yeah,
would've
we
been
need to
fantastic.
figure that out. Yeah, I agree with that. But that's my daughter says that all the time. Says, "Mom, you'd have knocked my teeth down my throat if I'd have done that." Yeah, but you're not my grandkid.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't love you like I love them. No, I think we just have to, with in each generation, and I hope Jackson does better with his kids than I did with them. Because, I am hard on Jackson. I talk to him a different way than I talk to London, but I know what it's like to be a man. I know that I can't be soft on him because I know that the world's not going to be soft on him. And sometimes I do overstep with him in certain ways, but I am very quick to tell him, hey, buddy, it's not because I'm mad at you, it's because I love you.
Right.
I want you to know that you know, I have to be tough on you sometimes. Like when you leave my house, you have to be prepared.
Well, with a boy, you would definitely rather overdo it than underdo it.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of truth to that, but at the same time, I've been told since I had him and Sadie and now the grandkids that you're not supposed to have favorites, but everybody has favorites.
Oh, you do.
If you got more than one child, you've got favorites. And he leans more towards London, and Angie leans more towards Jackson. So he says he raises Jackson a little bit harder, but if you look at from Angie's point of view, it's complete opposite. Yeah, she's loving on Jackson and she's hard on London. So
oh God, I feel like she'll kill London some days.
A lot of it's got to do with who your favorite is, and you know, he knows who the favorite was, but there was a difference in the style in which we raised them, and
right,
kind of paid for it because one was a little wilder than the other, and that one was the favorite.
right.
Yep.
Well, and two, like you said, you know, you want him to be able to be a man, but you got to tell him, you know, it's okay to be soft and vulnerable.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to, you know, here's a loving spot and a safe zone for you to do that.
Yep.
You know, you got to be a man out here, but here's where you can fall back and really be vulnerable.
Yeah. John, you don't have a boy.
He's
so
trying to figure out.
what have
the
you
board.
messed up
He
over
don't-
there?
No, I'm just trying to figure out where this feedback's coming from. It's driving me crazy.
I don't even hear it right now.
It's probably those cables that never get pulled
Shut
out and
your
dusted
mouth.
off, and
You shut up. You're dead next week.
Everybody's dead next week. We ain't doing it.
What happened to the yellow truck?
The yellow truck got traded in at a dealership in Sandy Springs, Georgia.
You know what? All these recovery guys that come here, they give away trucks and stuff. Y'all Baptists don't give nothing away. The Lord don't lead y'all to give nothing away.
I done gave away a bunch of cars.
He ain't giving me his truck. I wanted that thing.
That thing.
I love that yellow truck.
it's because you're
man.
asking for it. You don't get those things when you ask.
Yeah,
You get them when they're in need.
that's right.
Whatever, Gandalf. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, what?
Gandalf. You don't know what Lord of the
No,
Rings is.
we don't
You're
watch
like,
it.
I don't watch that Harry Potter.
I don't care to
I
hear
don't
it.
watch that Harry
We
Potter.
don't watch that homosexual
So-
stuff.
Brandon,
Homosexual, sadistic.
what does life look like now as Brandon? Like, what's your day to day? Tell us about life now.
I mean, it's mostly consumed with work. Outside of work, I still enjoy coming to church. Me and my wife lead 2 classes, one on Sunday morning, one on Thursday nights. I still get a joy out of that, just because I like the prepared time. The teaching is great, and being in these classes where everybody gets to speak freely is great. I like the setup, but I more enjoy the time I get with the whatever study we're doing and in the Bible, trying to put together whatever I'm going to have for that coming up class to talk about or to say. So that actually does more for me than actually teaching the class. But other than that, I like to spend time with my wife. She'll tell you, we like to spend time with each other, go out of town on the weekends together, and I'd rather do that with her than with anybody else, you know. I should. It's my wife, right?
Speaking of her,
Absolutely.
Clarify that.
Speaking of her, we're gonna call her real quick before
go-
it gets to 9:30.
go right ahead. But you know, that and the grandkids, and this is my time of year. I'm a Christmas freak, so I love doing all the stuff for Christmas. I do most of the shopping and all that kind of stuff, and that's the day to day. I kind of get depressed on the day after Christmas because it's like,
Gotta take it all down.
it's over. Oh no, it ain't coming down. We'll wait a couple weeks. But the fact that it's built up for about 2 or 3 months, and then in one day it's just like
Gone, yeah.
it's done, and I sit there the next day going, can we do it again? Is that
Hello.
Miss Bonnie, we can't get your husband to shut his mouth. We're trying to get
That's
you on the
not a
phone.
surprise.
Miss Bonnie, this is Big John with the Gunpowder, Propane, and Jesus podcast. We are just calling you.
How did I
Brandon will
know?
not stop talking about himself. He says
You can't believe anything John
He
says.
says he's the greatest father ever.
That ain't true.
He was just as good as Darth Vader.
Oh,
That might be true.
I don't think he ever tried to kill me intentionally.
You never cut your arm off. No. Nothing.
Well, see, you don't know. Some things were like poisons that didn't work.
No.
That type of thing.
That's what's
Bonnie,
got
give me
ticking.
the rat poison. It was really powdered sugar. No one touches my babies. Oh my Lord! It's
Y'all
funny,
crazy.
we wanted to call you before you went and got them nails did.
Yep, I'm getting ready now so I can go get them nails did.
Well, Brandon will be able to pay you after he gets his paycheck from the podcast episode. Okay, he'll be able to get you some money.
All right.
Yep. But no, we just want to reach out to you. You're probably our biggest fan.
Her and Booby.
You got that
Her and
right.
Booby. Hey, do you know Booby's real name?
No, I don't. I don't even know Booby.
That's Jordan's
Oh, man,
mama.
Jordan's mama. Her name's
I mean,
Booby.
I know who it is, but I don't know her.
You've never introduced Bonnie to Booby?
It's never been an opportunity.
Who's a Bonnie and a Booby together?
It'll be the killer bees.
Bonnie Boobies. There we go. Let's do
God
it.
bless it.
Oh my Lord. Well, we wanted to call you before you went and got your nails did.
Thanks for listening, and remember, the smoke may settle, but the embers stay lit. This was the Gunpowder, Propane, and Jesus podcast. Stay tuned for the next part of this episode.